Welcome back to the shipyard and another top 10 list. I had to cheat a little and combine a couple of captains who do very, very similar things. So I feel like I'm not really cheating there because I'm talking about effects rather than personas. Anyways, number 10, Weyoun 6. Yes, I know he's fallen out of favor a little bit, but still, the ability to disable himself to keep a crew on board is fantastic. He works so well in a lot of situations. He works with Nanclis. He works with conditional surrender if you can get a talent slot on his ship, which is a lot easier. He still works with Varel, as much as it pains me to say that. He's there. Weyoun is a good captain that plays a great role in this game. Number 9 is the first of my cheating, and that is Picard 8, the hate version, and Calvin Hudson. Picard 8 I love for the add a slot, because that's an underrated ability, and the set crit against a specific faction is also fantastic. Plus the extra defense die against that faction, that's very valuable. Calvin Hudson, I feel, gets the same spot as Picard because he also adds a slot of his choice. And then on independent ships, he reduces the cost of every upgrade. So I feel like the two go together, not in a fleet commander sort of way, but they work together because they share that common bond. If I had to pick just one here, it's Picard, get rid of Calvin Hudson. But boy, in a world where points mean everything, Calvin Hudson sure does a lot of things. So, yeah, that's the number 9, the add a slot and do a little something else captain. Number 8, Duras. Duras enables attack dice like crazy. You guys have seen me talk about Duras on a Build Academy. So I feel like I don't need to do a ton here, but yeah, Duras, when built properly, is a madman. And as much as I despised his character on TNG, I love his captain in Sta. And boy, Duras just is unique in this game. Well, he's not unique in the sense of discarding upgrades, but he's unique in that he can discard anything. There's a few others, Lore, Mirror Cisco, and I'm probably forgetting somebody, but they're limited in what they can discard. Duras just says, you got that? Great. Gone. Has some more attack. Alright, number 7. Dinatra. Yeah, go back to basics a little bit here. Dinatra says, hey, all of you, be a little bit better. She's inspiring, and I like that. Dinatra tends to draw a little bit of fire, and that much is good, but when you put her on a small ship, then they're not getting a ton of points for what they're doing, and by the time they actually kill her, you can probably take out one of their big ships, and that's a trade that I'm willing to make every single time. Dinatra does really good work, and as long as she can fly in formation well, she is a very useful captain. Number 6, Martok 8. He is fantastic because he says, hey, you over there, you get a bonus action. You get to do a little bit more because you're a little underpowered. And the ability to make other ships do more is so necessary. So often what's missing to make a ship work is that little tiny bit of action economy. And when that's the case, Martok 8's the answer. Not on that ship, but on a friendly ship. So I run Martok a lot, and I'm rarely disappointed in the way he performs. Number 5, the second of 3 iterations of my combining, and that is Kolo and Core 6. Both of these captains draw fire to themselves. That is a very rare thing in this game. Karr does it as an action, but he gives you some extra defense dice. He works at range 1 to 3. Kolo does it by protecting any ship he wants within range 1 of his ship, and that gives him a lot of flexibility. He doesn't have to be the target if he doesn't want to be the target. That is why Kolo is maybe a tiny bit better than Karr to me, but both are very interesting, and a fleet with both of them, don't even get me started on what that does. Yeah, I probably like Kolo a little bit more because I don't need the action to make it happen, but Karr does have that benefit of more defense dice. Doesn't help you when you can't roll any, but helps you in the other circumstances. Number 4, Gen Con. I love Gen Con. He says, I don't care how much you spend on captain skill, I have that captain skill too. He also says, oh, communications failure, I'm skill 0. Yeah, that's cute. No, I'm really still the high skill. Yeah, he ignores a crit, and that is cool. He still takes the damage, but he ignores the crit. Yes, he's a promo. Be frustrated. Call my list invalid. I don't care. He's a card in this game. I'm allowed to like him. He's number 4. He's not number 1. I like what he does. And he goes on any ship without a faction penalty. He takes a talent without faction penalty. Those are good reasons to like him. Alright, number 3. Karr. Skill 8. Also, young Karr. Different way of identifying him. This is the Karr that adds a crew slot and lets you reroll attack dice equal to the number of crew you have on your ship. Passive quality much? Yeah, I like passive quality. Karr is great. He does fantastic things. Only downside, you can't run Karr 8 with Karr 6. But yeah, Karr 8, great captain. That added crew slot, again, is very needed in this game. He does something with it, which is always a good thing. Alright, number 2. Picard 9 and Dukat 7. Why no Spock? He doesn't add battle stations. These are the captains that add battle stations to any ship you want. Bioships? Yep. Borg? Yep. Klingons? Romulans? Uh-huh. Klingons not quite as necessary with Admiral Gowron, but we'll get there. I don't need to say a ton, because these guys have been talked to death, but they are fantastic with what they do. They provide their own action bar, which means they circumvent mutiny, which, again, is absolutely fantastic. I cannot praise these guys enough. They just fall to the wayside to my number 1, which is Captain Karr, who can give me an extra attack die, can let me re-roll an attack die twice, and has 2 talent slots. All 3 of those things are great. If he only had 2 of those 3 things, I would still probably like him. As long as the 2 of those 3 things were the abilities and not the 2 talent slots. If he had 1 talent slot, I'd still really like him. If he had 1 of those 2 abilities and 2 talent slots, I'd have him probably in my top 10, but not at number 1. Karr is a wonderful captain. As long as you can find some way to boost him, which is not hard, put him on a mirror ship, bring Elam Garrick. That's an easy one to do. But yeah, there's so many things that can be done with him. And he works. He works so well. And he's passive. He's passive, and that alone is the reason to run him. I have a thing for passive quality for captains that don't take up actions. I think that is evident throughout this list. And yeah, these are my top 10 captains. You may disagree. That's great. If you do, post your list in the comments. Tell me where you disagree. Tell me where you agree. All those things are legitimate. let's have a discussion about that. To be continued in the comment section. I'll leave it at that. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for commenting. And until next time, we'll see you around the shipyard. Take care, guys.